Alright, welcome back. Added an Ursula, added a tentacle, added an elephant trunk.
I think you got a frog, actually.
Oh, did I? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Added a frog then. Already had the elephant trunk. Don't remember. Oh, added a snail maybe? Did I have that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I added a tentacle, a frog, an Ursula, and a snail. That's what I did. I think. Who knows? Going for it.
Let's see. Yeah, start back at wave 1. So this will be soup's ease.
So I think I died at
like 19, I'm pretty sure. Nice combo.
Thanks. It was mostly an accident, but I'm glad it worked. Alright, so I need to shoot these guys. Oh no!
Nice save.
You're
Babe.
safe. See, I should have gone with a firefly because I need the de-stealthing
True.
stuff. Oh, I didn't realize that. I guess I just assumed that the entire length of his tongue would. Oh, I'm definitely gonna die. I guess I gotta use Ursula. So I can't. I'm not gonna be able to survive with this. I have to have.
Well, maybe if you get
firefly.
lucky, it seems like now you're out of the waves where you're getting those stealth enemies anymore, at least for a moment. So maybe
Well,
you'll be okay.
I'll make it like a whole other couple of waves, but like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do well with this.
I mean, if you get the
lineup.
treasure chest, that's really all you can ask for. Like, that's where the money is at, literally.
Can I hit it with
yeah,
frog?
knock it in.
Or with a
Oh, it escaped.
crumbs.
It got so lucky that I smashed it 400 feet away using a nuclear submarine.
Got him! Oh, I forgot about this guy. Well, I'll take it. Oh, I kind of wish they'd stay frozen. I'm not sure why it would matter. It just looks cool.
Yeah, it makes sense. And then his tongue gets it gets stuck to his tongue for a little bit.
Oh, I missed.
It's okay. You have the elephant to help you
It's
regain
true, and
distance.
that really is helpful. I really like. Whoops! I really like the combination of the elephant and the penguin, especially.
Well, and again, you
I'm
use
getting
the
confused.
frog as a support. Like, I use the frog pretty much purely as an offense, and you're always thinking about it like, I'm gonna get rid of this guy, and then I'm gonna have
Oh yeah.
anything
There's
on
no
hand.
point in.
Well, because, like, I'll buy it when they're really big enemies.
Oh no.
Oh, the save.
I mean, basically he's useless, but
The
at least he
fish
didn't
is
attack me.
chomping onto...
What?
The fish is chomping onto his tongue.
Okay, not really much I can do, so I'm just gonna aim for this thing.
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
Come on!
Oh, it's only slightly faster. Oh.
No! Okay, that's okay. I was definitely gonna die anyway. I've gotta have something.
Oh, man.
Shoot! I've never used him.
But that's for, like, bullets, and you're not a melee. Like, I think one day you'll realize that melee can be really good.
Well, I'm gonna have to swap out my... I'm just gonna go with that. I gotta have something, so at least then it will shoot, and I don't have to aim quite so meticulously.
And it seems like you're not dealing with stealth enemies at this point. So that's a nice change of pace.
Come on. I absolutely love this. This is so funny. This is just ridiculous.
I love the little frog. His chin moving up and down as he's breathing.
These little globules.
I believe it's the southern globule. The northern globule is behind his ear holes.
Still working okay, but still not the best. I would definitely prefer to have a firefly.
The bee is really good for those treasures. Treasure.
The treasure, like Pagel. I was realizing earlier that I have a bit of a Pacific Northwest accent, specifically from the more rural side of the Pacific Northwest. It was never something that I was aware of until literally just earlier. Oh no, gosh. How? How is it possible?
I have no idea.
But I don't say peggle. I say pagel, which is having an A sound.
Which is funny because
it's a very northwestern thing.
Like more eastern and midwestern accents. Mm-hmm. They say bagel as bagel.
Oh, interesting.
So like it's on the west side. It's nice. Yursulu.
Hey, I got it finally. That's like the second one I've got. Come on.
Nice. Oh, I love when the tongue's fully extended because it kind of vibrates a little bit.
That's so funny. Instead of saying measure, I will measure myself. They say, I'm going to measure this. I'll measure this bag.
But then they say bagel.
I've never heard anyone say bagel.
Oh, wait, you're talking about...
Oh, crumbs.
You're talking about on the West Coast.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about specifically the Pacific Northwest.
The specific Northwest.
The specific Northwest. I need the beat for that. So they say things like measure, or will you get a bag for me to put my clothes into? They don't really talk like that.
A plastic bag.
A bag.
You could ursulate.
I could. I should have done this.
Which is like undulate and Ursula. Ursulate. I say it like uvula.
Uvula?
Uvuzela.
Uvuzela, yep. I just need to die. I'm so not dedicated to this because it's not what I want. It's not the lineup I need. It's
well, that's why you gotta get the money. So that you can get,
true.
like, because once you got those roosters, like, once you have that, and remember that you can't blow away the little doodles.
You can grab them, though.
The centipodes.
Centiludes? Yeah, so in the Northwest, yeah, they say things like measure and stuff, but I realized recently, these dumb things, I hate them.
I thought you were talking about the raptor that was inevitably gonna get you, but then you spun to one.
It's not gonna get me.
You should ursulate.
Oh, I've gotta get. Come on.
What?
I gotta get him. Aha! Come on!
Oh, come on!
Come on! I'm just gonna save him then, I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
For heaven's sake, he's not gonna take him out in one hit. What's the point?
Oh, my goodness.
I even hesitated. You saw.
I watched. I felt your hesitation in real time.
Should I ursulate now? To give it like 2-3 seconds?
I think you're still good.
Right. I kind of want to get that guy, but I don't have any choice but to destroy him.
I love that he's like, I'm gonna get you. Nope. And then you just keep throwing him slightly off the beaten path.
Destroyed. Well, it's great because these piranhas have been the bane of my existence, and they're like,
yeah, and
they do no damage almost to.
It's just fun to knock him around, like.
I need him. I need him.
Get over here.
Shoot at him at least. Aha!
And you made it to wave 20.
Oh well, cool.
And you have
super easy.
A ton of money.
That's wonderful.
Oh.
Die, scum!
Oh my goodness. Sometimes you just don't deserve it, but you get it anyway.
How dare you? I thought you were proud of me. I love it. The other day you saying, oh, is it wrong of me to be proud of you? It's like, no, of course not. You know, and it's like, oh, I see how it is. Yeah. Proud of me until I'm better than you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not better than you, though. This
You're
is
not
ridiculous.
better than me in adventure mode. Oh my goodness. What is happening? It just... The little loop-de-loop on the bee with the flourish.
That was pretty funny. Okay, this is where I go down. Oh, I shouldn't have hesitated. I should have just kept the trunk and just let it blow away. Okay.
You get tentacle porcupine.
Yes, replacing,
You could actually get tentacle porcupine and I think firefly, yeah.
Okay.
So you can replace...
Oh, I have to keep the frog. The bee's
do.
been very useful, and I haven't been paying attention at all to the chicken, but I know that the chicken's doing damage.
Yeah, I would say...
So-
Oh, that's tough.
Honestly,
The penguin
I
or
think
the bee is what it's down to.
I'm getting rid of the bee then. The penguin in the land, I will try to keep this in mind, so let me know next time I'm on land.
Not
Do
in
not want
Endless
the
Ocean.
frog, do not want the elephant, do not want the penguin. That's just not been very useful for me. But in the ocean, yeah, I really don't know how you can go wrong with those. I mean, anyone watching this has seen how, like, you can be a total failure and you will probably succeed.
Well, no, I really want to...
Come on, come on.
Nice.
I should not
She's
have
like,
used her, but
yes?
that's okay.
That's okay, she took out a couple enemies.
So that's true, and she does last a while, so...
Oh yeah, you started on wave 10. Since you
Oh,
got...
I'm starting to get car sick from the spinning. I gotta, like, blur my eyes and look away. Which I'm sure will make Conrad very happy with me.
As you continue to succeed. You're like, sometimes it's just, I just can't look, and then I do better, and
I said that early on when I was playing, though. It's like, literally, just you don't need to look.
yeah,
Actually, maybe I'll do that as a challenge run. I will literally I will select things with my eyes open, and then I will do nothing but spin and see how far I can make it, because I genuinely want to see.
I think that's like a really good, that's a great idea for a challenge run, like to do it blindfolded. Like, it would be super fun to see, like, can you make a build that can...
Oh, I'm getting so motion sick. This is gonna have to be my last run for the day, but this is super fun. Okay, I want one of these things, so I'm gonna try to grab him. Oh, never mind. Can't afford to. Timing is off.
Ooh, nice. Right as Ursula got rid of the one that was almost broken.
Well, and he's kind of broken down, but that's okay.
It'd be pretty funny if, like, if you just continued to spin in one direction for a little while, then Octogeddon, like, starts to get sick. Like, he starts to go, oh, like his eyes get, yeah, that would be pretty funny.
I'm gonna burp.
Almost back to wave 20. That's another word that's kind of weird.
Oh, I love that you knock him off his trajectory there. I hadn't noticed that before. That's pretty cool.
20 versus 20.
Oh, crumbs.
When I talk to people who aren't native English speakers in, like, voice chat on Discord and stuff, I have to be very careful. And I generally try in videos to say 20, but 20 is very much like an accent. 20 fellings.
Hey, we're not from Utah. Oh, crumbs. Didn't see it until too late.
That's okay, you got to wave 20 again. Wave 20 again.
Which is good, because I'm totally gonna barf myself to death.
Prefer if you didn't.
I need one of you guys. Stop it. Oh no! I forget that you can't hit him. I always think that you can hit everything, like, with your tongue, not with a specific item, which is disconcerting.
That's one of the nice things about the pelican. The pelican does the same thing as the frog, except it can grab a much larger set of enemies.
But he shoots. You can't just perpetually melee things, right?
True. You
oh
can't
my
be
gosh,
strategic
I cannot
about
believe
it.
that I missed that. I need him. I need him. Oh. Okay. That was a close call. Getting barfy here. Gotta just blur my eyes.
You can grab that little black-plated guy.
I can.
Yes, you can.
Oh, I oversaw it. I'm gonna get this stupid thing. Oh, there we go. Oh, almost got hit by those idiots. Who's the idiot? The idiot or the idiot who misses the idiots?
Oh, I'm trying to think of an octopun for the word idiot, but I'm not getting anything. There you go. Little chin tickles. I love that when you freeze them and then knock them away, they especially lose their momentum.
Well, and especially I've got my little elephant tusk, or tusk, yeah, trunk that's blowing them away, and they seem more susceptible to it. I absolutely love how long these things last.
Yeah, I mean that's the major advantage of the frog.
That
That you can grab any of those things, and if you grab them at as close to full health as possible, then
and as far away from you as possible.
yeah,
is
that's very helpful. Yeah. Although, admittedly, like for some of those super speedy enemies, it's helpful for you to.
That's true,
have
because
it
he's
close.
like a guard almost.
That's why getting only frogs works on Endless Ocean, probably.
Actually, if that had been something I was able to do, it would have worked out okay. But because I got all those frogs and then was immediately in the city, it just was a terrible idea.
Well, and I think that the amount that ended up being spent on exchanging stuff, like you were making some pretty expensive exchanges at one point, and it was just like the money that you could have been getting other tentacles with
That's
or getting
true, for
roosters
sure.
with was
Yeah.
being invested in stuff like that's why your Endless Ocean runs ended up going so well. Was because you went for tentacles even if the only thing you could put on the tentacle was like a chicken. I end up going in too deep. I'm like, well, I gotta be able to get a tentacle and a rooster, and so it ends up being even more expensive, and then I end up getting stuff like saw sharks that can replace things instead of just
Swamp sharks.
Swamp
hey,
sharks.
wave 30, look at that!
Chomp Swarks. Sean Schwartz. Yeah, wave 30, which and this is just what happens, you know, you get to your last couple lives, and then it just snowballs from there. Like, you've got a bunch of money, you can get like a rooster if you want one. You'll probably end up getting pretty far, like, honestly. I love watching them get thrown around. Yeah, you're just like.
I need Ursula! Get him, girl! Go on, girl!
Come on, Ursula!
Oh no, no! I relied too much on Ursula.
Ooh, nice. Side mlimp. Gonna get you. Oh, I'm gonna get you. As soon as I'm not cold anymore. Ooh, get the purple one at the bottom. Oh
Sorry.
no.
Oh.
That's okay. You did a good job. There you go. That one is huge, and like that thing's. You're gonna have that for a while.
This poor froglet.
Doing all the work. That penguin looks like something is wrong with him.
Well, he's huffing and puffing and dying horribly. Oh, I can't avoid this sucker, can I?
Yeah, you can just shoot him with the elephant once.
With the, oh.
Yep.
Oh!
And then look, You don't even have to keep spraying him. You only have to hit him briefly, and then he will turn the opposite direction and get blown into anything. This is just my favorite. The frog is so good when you start dealing with these because it just destroys whatever it is that's close to you. Man, you're almost on wave 40.
Last life, though, so we'll see.
I'm pretty sure you've got one more life after this.
Look at that.
Oh, last health.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
It's just, you know, vernacular, like... It's so satisfying to just flump them around.
I have a ton of money, too. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean... You can buy another tentacle into something. You could get...
Oh, no! What did I hit? A bullet?
It was a stealthy.
Oh well.
So you can get, I would suggest...
A coral?
Coral? And then a rooster? I mean, so far...
Oh, I should have added a tentacle.
Well, but this is your last life, so
Oh, okay,
it makes
fair
more
enough.
sense to get the rooster. And then, if you want to get a king cobra instead of the penguin... Because it shoots faster than the penguin, but it does damage instead.
The thing is, though, is that the penguin buys me time, and that's the thing
So
I'm not quick enough. That's why the
comparison
elephant
is that any of the small guys that you're gonna have to deal with,
All
they'll
right.
just be defeated.
I will trust your judgment. I'm gonna go with... I haven't used him yet, I don't think, so...
Well, you tend to just avoid the snakes long term. Like, it shoots quite fast, so you end up getting a lot of coverage, and I think it'll go well with the... Oh, man, you've got a firefly. You're on wave 20. I'm all self-conscious about the word now.
20.
20. I watched you, like... I watched you, like, tense up.
Oh my gosh, and then I got hit by the other one. Urgh. So annoying! And now I don't have Ursula for these little dumbs.
They're not dumb. No.
Yes, they are!
Wave 23, that's a prime number wave.
Alright,
Because said...
I've got two things coming at me, and I can't avoid anything, really.
As she said, as she made it look easy.
Ah, bummer. Okay. I did that thing again where I just hesitated. I gotta shoot these dumb things, and then I do it all.
I love when you start getting the mega subs and the mega sharks. They're it's just fun. Like, games like this nowadays, it's a lot easier, and people just expect that your games are going to have these kinds of physics. Like before, a game like Peggle was still pretty intense for a lot of older machines because of the physics that were included in it. And now people just kind of assume that they've got the room to do whatever.
Well,
The elephant and frog combo is really interesting.
I can get them out far enough that... Oh, no.
Yeah, like the
I just gotta
side
keep
limp,
I'm
that
not
one's so...
spinning enough. I really gotta keep spinning around here.
It's the focus on the frog that you're trying to get, because it is worth it to grab something pretty much as soon as you can.
I can use the trunk to push them out to a distance that works better for me. Like that.
Yeah, it's so nice. And the damage that they take as you swing them around is less than the damage that they deal. So you can get a couple good hits off from one of those little guys instead of only being able to do like the 1-for-1. So when you get the Giga subs, the big old purplies, it's a lot, like, you do so much. You can take out several of those purplies.
Almost done. 30. Holy cow.
You are on 30. And this is now it's your last life.
That's okay, I'm having fun.
How dare you?
I definitely could have used her earlier or not at all, but that's alright. Because she lasts through, like, the transitionary stage.
Oh, man. It's those double enemies. Yeah, for sure, if you use her towards the end. Yeah! Oh, and you
What
had...
does that mean?
You got 200 shells. You had 2,222, and then you got another 200. It's so close to being able to get that last limb.
Oh, I did it again!
That's okay.
Every time!
You got the magic conch at the end, and honestly...
That's cool.
Your record is going to be pretty tough to beat.
Alright, well that was a good run, I think. It was pretty fun.
We're going to both go and puke from
a little bit
the spin
motion sick.
sickness.
I've been having some migraine issues, but this is such a fun game. It's so hard to tear myself away from it every single time. But hope you enjoy it. Let us know if you don't. I'll ignore you, but let us know if you don't.
And of course, if you've got other game suggestions, we're playing Plants vs. Zombies. We're playing a bunch of free games.
Yeah, so let us know, especially if it's a free game. Doesn't matter what it is. Preferably if it's kid-friendly, but we'll still review it even if it isn't.
Yeah.
But let us know. Yeah, we're always looking for stuff, and as long as it's free for the most part, we'll play it. And if it's not free, then it'll probably take us a while to get a hold of it, but... Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you have a giggle.